Oh, there it goes. Sorry about that. What up, everybody? OklaSoft here. Saturday, just wanted to get a stream in because I haven't been able to in a while. So we are playing Ocarina of Time 3D on Lime 3DS, which is just a fork of Citra. Basically is Citra. Plan on getting to maybe Jabu Jabu's belly during this playthrough. If I don't get interrupted. Back to my old camera angle. Alright, we're here waking up in Link's house. You guys know the drill. Just a normal playthrough. Ocarina of Time for November. It's my favorite all-time game. And if you haven't seen it, check out my N64 retrospective. And let me know what other videos I should make, what topics I should look at. What's up, Mr. Diagonal Yips? Mr. Whatchamacallit? I'm great, man. Doing awesome. Doing well. Yeah, sorry I haven't been able to stream in a while. I took the time that I would have streamed and put it all into learning how to make videos and producing that first video I released last week. So now that I got kind of figured out what I want to do as far as how I can make videos, and I know I know what the process it looks like now, so I don't have to spend forever doing it. Next time, when I release video number 2, it'll probably take me just a couple days versus like a week. But how have you been? Good to see you, man. You know what, though, I streamed yesterday and nobody, I don't think I got any viewers. I was just like, oh, whatever. It was kind of a weird time of day for the United States. It was like 12 noon on a Friday. In the 3DS version, you have to equip everything with the touchscreen, which is cool. Like once you get used to it, I love it. I think it's probably like once you have it down pat, it's smoother than the N64. But I do appreciate about the original N64 version is not having to deal with two separate screens. That's just in general sucky. Fix one thing on, let me remap one control real fast. Let's see if that fixes it. Okay, cool. I had to when Citra or 3DS, Lime 3DS by default will map the analog triggers to the R, L, and R buttons, but for me, or no, I'm sorry, it'll map the L and R buttons to the regular R1 and L1, but I want it to be L2 and R2. Personal preference, just because it's where my trigger fingers naturally land, and so if it's mapped to the other one, I always miss it the whole game. Motor, that's muscle memory. Sorry about the second window. There, it should be back. It's a little more set up to stream 3DS, the second window, but nothing major, but it always like looks funny. Or that hard to decide where to put the second screen, where it'll like least clutter up the visual field. I find it easier to move Link around in this version than in the original. Mainly just due to the way the controls work in this version. We're gathering up 40 rupees. Go in that little house real quick and get a bunch of them. Is it this house? Maybe this one. I always forget what's in what house. Yeah. It's okay. It doesn't sound weird. Don't worry about it. That's why I'm here. You know, I came back because I know I had people that wanted me to come back. So, but yeah, if I ever, I do normally plan on streaming like daily, but I'm still working out how much streaming I can actually do every day once I. But the last week, since I want to grow the channel, like for real, so that's why I didn't stream for an entire week, because I had something that was for the same goal, but more important. The same goal that streaming is toward is building up the YouTube channel, and so I just put all my energy, and I've never actually made a well-produced YouTube video before, and that was my first one that I really like tried on. And I know the next one I can make it even better. Where's the shield's over here, I think, by the water. I'm a fan of this version simply because of the cleaner textures. Your laugh sounded uncomfortable. I mean, it's not uncomfortable, like, comment was a little, you know, I wasn't uncomfortable with it, it's a little like, gave me oxytocin, like, oh, okay. equip the damn sword. Alright, we're... Damn it. My crouch, or my game is stuck in a crouch position. Weird. The game is stuck targeting. But no, Mr. Diagonal, it's like whatever floats your boat, you know what I mean? I don't care. Like this one, my laugh is like, I'm a pretty awkward person, honestly. Like, you know, you could probably tell that. Pretty awkward in social situations a lot of times. Sorry about the... I'm trying to figure this, like, why my controller... Okay, it's supposed to have auto mapped just now, but I'm thinking it, like, a button got double mapped and that's why it was messing up. Yeah, something weird happened. Alright, bringing the screen back. Hopefully everything stays normal and the controls don't mess up. Everything just works. Oh yeah, I got you. I hear you, man. Like I didn't necessarily know what you meant. You know, I was just like. Oh, okay. Oh. I'm pretty much the kind of person where, like, obviously, you know, like, you interact with me on the stream and stuff, so but, like, if it's, you know, like, say there's a bunch of random people that I'm talking to on the stream, I'll just default to being polite. If somebody says something where I don't necessarily, like, get it or process it or, like, know what they're talking about, I'll just default to politeness. To keep the conversation moving, you know what I mean? Like, I'm all about that. Like, I'm a total diplomat when it comes to conversations and... But no, I know what you mean by oxytocin. Like, we learned about... I know what oxytocin does is... Well, oxytocin is a bonding chemical released... Like, it's released like when you bond with a child or a friend. What's up, Blue? What up, Blue Hedgehog, baby? What's up, man? How you been? I've been doing great, dude. I worked really hard on that first video I made last week, and that's all I've been up to. I've seen everybody else has been doing the usual streaming. I had a green screen, guys. So I had it set up to where it was just my silhouette of my body over the gameplay, but my dad came to visit today from out of town, from Louisiana, so I took the room. I pretty much put my room back together. Like you see up there, I have a green screen above my head. Well, I set it up so where I can roll it down now, like you know, kind of retract it. Need to change the it's the targeting that's messing me up, y'all. Camera control normal, motion control, turn that. We can leave it on. Never works. But yeah, so I set the green screen up so I can roll. I have to get on that ladder and pull it down, but it's pretty cool because it lets me like show off gameplay. It allows me to not have to position my little camera window anywhere, and I just exist over the gameplay. Pretty much everybody on YouTube is doing green screens now. It's like everywhere. You don't need anything fancy. Like, I did buy a real green screen, but you can use like any color as long as it's a solid color. And you can just tell the software what color to key out. Let's see what Blue says. Blue Hedgehog says, let me sign into that so I can read. It's like not showing me the... Oh, here it is. Blue says, I've been making content with Pokemon Coliseum, and I'm somewhat done with that game. Oh, awesome, dude. Are you, I'll have to watch your video. I haven't watched any of your videos that you dropped. I didn't know I thought you were it was all streaming. That's awesome, dude. Pokemon Coliseum, that's for the GameCube, right? I think that's for the GameCube. That's one that seemed like such a cool game. Like I've been playing a little bit of Pokemon Stadium on the N64 myself, very briefly, but I always overlooked Pokemon Stadium. I thought it was like stupid. I'm like, it's, you know, like the Pokemon trading card game. I just never cared about it, but now I see that Pokemon Stadium is like an awesome N64 game. I had no idea. It's like just the meat of the Pokemon experience, just the fights. You know, so I think I actually like that. I think they probably had no idea how to make a full 3D Pokemon game back when. In fact, I know they didn't, because they would have made that shit and it would have been awesome. They never made like a full 3D RPG Pokemon game on the 5th gen consoles, but if they had, oh man, that would have been like my favorite shit ever. Imagine a Pokemon game in the style of Ocarina of Time, like a, you know, early 3D style. Wouldn't that be so killer? Diagonal says, I'm just a little drunk. I'm happy you're streaming it. Oh no, man. Don't apologize for anything. Dude. Here. Y'all are the coolest, man. Like, I love you guys. Blue has come to like my streams ever since I started doing this, and he's always like telling me, hey, giving me encouragement. I fucking love that guy. So how is your guys' weekend going? Besides you're getting drunk, Mr. Diagonal. I've been drinking earlier, like last night I drank a little bit. It was nice. I had a couple beers. You guys having a good weekend otherwise, besides internet fun? Hell yeah. We'll collect all 10 of those throughout the game. I know there's at least 10 of these. Ah, shit. Horse Pucky. What's cool in this game is you don't have to you don't actually have to pause the game to like change items around, or I guess you do, but you can like switch the buttons around without by just dragging the touchscreen. And on Majora's Mask they made the touchscreen quite a bit more advanced, and then they put a full 3D camera in Majora. I have a Majora file going, but I'm stuck in Great Bay Temple at the moment. I need to figure out what to do before I stream it again. Embarrass myself. Is number 1. You think I'm a traitor? Yes. Oh, Blue said Coliseum, Gale of Darkness, and Box were the three GameCube games. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Damn. Yeah. I got into Stadium 1 on NSO so far, and I'm really impressed with it. I thought Pokemon Stadium's awesome. And I had no idea it was like I knew about it back when it was out, and it just didn't. I passed on every Pokemon spin-off. I was like, everything that's not the real game is lame to me. Blue says you can instantly wear this game's shoes instead of opening subscreens in this version. Oh, that's nice, man. What a nice quality of life feature, right? They put that feature in. Have you played Pokemon Yellow Legacy, Blue? It's I'm sure you know about that one. But it's a super advanced ROM hack of Pokemon Yellow, and he changes it so you have the running shoes right off the bat, and it makes a big difference. Thanks, Mr. Diagonal. Oh no, you have never heard of Yellow Legacy? Dude, basically there's this, you know, like Pokemon is big on YouTube, right? All these Pokemon people, it's like a whole world unto itself. You know, like the Pokemon thing is gigantic. So anyway, there's all these PokeTubers, and one of them is like his name is Smith Plays, and he's a Canadian dude. Anyway, he has a ROM hack called Yellow Legacy, and he's got a whole team of people that went through and literally redrew all the 151 back sprites. Hold on, let me fix the game audio and turn it down a little bit. He had like a team of 6 artists go and redraw all the shitty back sprites from Pokemon Blue, the original Japanese one, or Yellow, whichever back sprites are in Yellow, they don't look good. They update all of them, and then besides the cosmetic stuff, they go and implement like hundreds and hundreds of changes to the roster, put all these different Pokemon in different places and change the teams up. But the game still feels just like Pokemon Yellow, but it feels like the version of Pokemon Yellow that Nintendo should have made maybe back then, because there's a lot of baffling, like a lot of areas you're roaming around in Pokemon Yellow, the regular version, or Red or Blue for that matter, you'll encounter like the same Nidoran or Caterpie, or you'll encounter the same shitty Pokemon endlessly, and there's like some obvious Pokemon they could have put in different places and didn't. So basically these guys are just going and doing what Nintendo probably would have done themselves with hindsight, you know? And so they go back and essentially like correct a lot of the dumb mistakes from the Gen 1 Pokemon game. He did Crystal as well. He did Crystal Legacy. So there's a version of Pokemon Crystal that you can play that's got the exact same treatment I just said for Yellow. And so, long story short, Blue, is that nowadays, like, Pokemon Yellow Legacy is my default version I would play of the game, like, over the actual real version. Just because it's a better experience. It's like a more rounded Pokemon playthrough. So it's awesome. I want to do a Pokemon Crystal Legacy playthrough. I've never gotten past the first town in Crystal either. Blue said, I hope there's some way for me to make content for Battle Revolution on Dolphin and try my own teams in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum using a DS emulator. Oh, so, okay. 2, 3, 1. Yeah. So if you need a DS emulator, does it have to communicate with Dolphin? Oh, I messed up the order, shoot. I know that the some of those GameCube games communicate with the Game Boy Advance, right? I know like Wind Waker does, the Tingle Tuner. Set up. Mr. Diagonal, no, I'm not. I don't have any kids of my own, but I've had like stepkids a lot. I've had like several stepkids. Not that I've raised or anything, but nope, just a dog dad. Don't have any kids. It's Blue saying there has to be a way for a D. Oh yeah, so I was gonna tell you there is. I'm pretty sure there is, man. If it's not a plugin for Dolphin, there's a way. Like there's a way to connect it. I'm pretty certain there is. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. Dolphin's like the most mature emulator out there. Oh. Ugh. 1 second, guys, I gotta pee. Alright, sorry y'all, I'm back. But no, not a dad. I don't have any kids. I used to be with a girl a long time ago, 10 years ago, that had 4 children. And I was their stepdad for a couple of years. But and now I have a grown-up stepdaughter who's about to have a baby next year, and that'll be my grandkid. I'll be effectively the grandfather, although I won't be its, biological grandpa, but it will be partially my responsibility for that kid. But yeah, Blue, there's definitely a DS I'm not. Yeah, DS plugin for Dolphin. I know there's a website called like Game Banana that's where I get all of my my mods from. For like Tears of the Kingdom, there's a 60 FPS mod that I installed. Oh, sorry. Is the audio quality acceptable? I had to reset all my audio setup entirely. I reset my interface and everything. We add all the filters onto Streamlabs desktop, which is OBS. Yeah, but it's funny though, because I've never had any. I could have had my own kids at different times, but it never happened. You know, maybe I could be impotent. It actually could be a thing, because I might just not be able to have kids and don't know it. You know. With a rich soul produced all life forms who would uphold the law. Three great goddesses, their labors complete, departed for the heavens, never to be seen again. Alright, so we got 1 out of 3 dungeons down for Ocarina 3D. Mr. Diagonal says, I wanted to say more, but I'm drinking, so fuck with me. Yeah. Hey man, it's all good, dude. Get hammered. It's Saturday. You know? Gotta celebrate sometime. A beer sounds really good, actually. You've probably had a couple. But yeah, man, that's Blue. I definitely want to watch your, if you're putting out like produced videos, I want to see them. I'm subscribed to you, so anything you drop, it notifies me, but it's usually you streaming. There's another guy, Lens of Truth, that follows me. He comes in the chat sometimes, and he's got a channel too. He's got video content he makes, gaming content. Some of it's like Pokemon. Got some Pokemon stuff on there, I'm pretty sure. I was actually thinking about doing a full retrospective on Pokemon itself in the same vein as Josh Strife Hayes' Pokemon video. Of course, Josh Strife Hayes' video got a lot of attention, did really well. It got like over 1 million views, but his channel was really big when he released it. I'm trying to think of what topic I need to tackle. I just did an N64 retrospective, but now that it's done, I'm like, man, there's more I wanted to say about the N64. I really didn't say all of it. I really didn't say much, so I'm like, I need to make another video now where I deep dive into like a specific game, I think. I was gonna do Diddy Kong Racing. I was like, man, Diddy Kong Racing was one of my favorites. I loved that game, and I haven't played it in a long time, but such a fun game. But Diagonal said it's my day off. I hope I'm not being horrible in the stream. Nah, man, you're good. I tried to play Smash. Oh, you tried to play Smash with Lens, but it didn't work out. Well, hopefully he didn't ditch you or whatever. Maybe, I don't know, it didn't work? He didn't show up or whatever? Dude, I'm so frustrated. I'm trying to get my copy of Mario 64, the decompilation version running. Like, you know, my Windows PC version of Mario 64. And it's just like, for whatever reason, I can't get it to run. It has to do with OpenGL or graphics drivers. And so anyway, I've got some weird issue with my GPU where it doesn't want to run this one application, and it's Mario 64. So anytime I talk about that game or play it or stream it, I have to play the NSO version, which is not ideal because there's so much like more input lag than the PC version. Oh, it was you. Okay, that's good. So it was just your internet fucking up. That's awesome. I mean, that's awesome that it wasn't him trying to ditch you. That good. Yeah, man. Luckily I have really good internet out here, but like if we lose the internet, I have no cell service. Like I have literally like 0 cell phone coverage where I live. So the internet's the only thing. The only way I can communicate with the outside world is internet. I moved from a 500 megabit connection to a 300 megabit connection. In Houston, I had a 500 megabits internet line, but my 300 megabit line out here in Oklahoma is faster than the line was in Houston, somehow. Don't know how that works, but I just get way faster download speeds out here, and I think because there's less traffic. Oh, you played Mario Wonder with him? I know, like, when I first met you, Blue, you were streaming Mario Wonder all the time and you were doing multiplayer with different people, I watched you play Mario Wonder, like, and realized, like, oh man, this game is pretty badass. I was interested because it came out last year. Mario Brothers Wonder came out alongside Mario RPG, the remake. And so my little brother was like, which one do you want for Christmas? And I was like, yeah, get me Mario RPG. I'd rather have a Super Nintendo remake, you know, in physical form. And so I never played the Mario Brothers Wonder, but I heard everybody like talking about it, and I was like, damn, this game looks awesome. I need to. And I guess it's like they finally like refreshed the new Super Mario Brothers formula of the 3D character models on a 2D playing field. They finally like switched it up and made it interesting. God dang. I'm trying to inch my way up I guess I can get him 18 rupees to buy a shield. Sure, man. Go ahead. I ask a favor. Uh-oh. Depends on what the favor is, though. Shield's too big for you, kid. Oh, you're not sure if you want to play it? That's the only version I've played, Blue. I haven't. I've seen the other version. I've seen the SNES original, but never played it. And I just see it like, hey, you know, when it comes to Switch remakes, I feel like as long as they kept the original game like mostly intact, I'm down. Nope, we don't want to hear it again, Owl. So Blue's not sure if he wants to do... I recommend it, man, because it's like a one-to-one remake. You know, it's not one of these like reinterpreted remakes. It's a literal, like Nintendo literally did like the same grid layout for the entire game. It's just like updated character models and the entire world is graphically new, but it's the exact same game, same mechanics. Like, shouldn't we be going to Hyrule Castle? Bitch, I am. Oh, okay. So you have 100% of the game then. Did you have to do a lot of grinding to 100% that game? Give this to him. Yeah, I'm going to the castle to meet your dad, Malin. Big goof. Okay, so 100% in the game was a real pain in the ass. Then it was like that's what I was really wondering, was like, would you recommend, is it worth the struggle? Probably not for me, but and how big of the struggle was it? Okay, Mr. Diagonal wants me to say loudly, hold on, let me read this. Sorry, I have no teeth, so it's hard for me to chew and swallow food. Alright. Wait, I saw that you had typed something out, dude, but then you must have deleted it. So wanted me to loudly say fuck something. but I didn't get to read all of it. I'll absolutely do it for you though. Whatever crazy thing you're about to ask me to say, I'll do it. Coronation, god damn it! What in the Jiminy Christmas? Getting one of Mario's abilities was a pain in the ass. I know that so far, like, all I've learned is that I like leveled up Mario's physical attack. I buffed that up and the fight started getting easier. And there's like some magic abilities that you have, obviously, that are pretty helpful. But I like the fact that it's a real RPG and that you really need to, like, strategize what you're doing. Alright, you want me to say fuck Mike and Trin? Alright, here goes. Man, fuck Mike and Trin. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck Mike and Trin. Fuck them. In the ass. Both of them. Who are Mike and Trin? Is that your family or something? Is that your homeboys? Uh-oh. Got myself in a jam here. I always go up here on this part. I never, like, take my chances down below. I always walk across here like a wuss. Wuss. God. One of the least fun parts of the game. I really like how they redid the courtyard in this version. I think that's why I like the 3D version so much. It's just, it's the work they did to rebuild a lot of these stages is great. I think it just looks real faithful to the original because I guess the fact that it was done and so long ago kind of helps it out there. That it was the fact that it was remade in 2010. I mean, that was, damn, that was 14 years ago. This remake is 14 years old, man. That's a trip. Lovebug says, can I ask a favor? Sure, Lovebug. Just, I mean, go for it. I see. Turn off the game and stuff. Oh man. Well, the only issue is my girl's gonna run up on me probably in like 40 minutes. Then I will have to end the stream abruptly. I'm gonna try to stream as long as I can. You said you missed it and you fell asleep earlier. Damn, love bug. Reset the game just for you. I mean, I would, but you know how. I'll be lucky if I make it to the Goron. Make it to Death Mountain. I'm just zooming through these text boxes here. So Blue said that Lynn's introduced you to Win SC4 Scarford. Win Scarford? No, he sure did. He did not actually. I've only chatted with Lynn's a couple of times, like in the chat. But we've had some good conversations. But no, he did not introduce me to anybody. Yet. You're a courageous boy, Link. Impa's gonna give Link a mustache ride. Does this version have Mario in the windows? I believe it does. I'm pretty sure they kept it in because it's pretty iconic little Easter egg, right? This Impa looks great. She doesn't have botched Botox face. Yeah, man, like what? I need to compare original Impa to old Impa. You know what I think I'm gonna do, man? I was brainstorming ideas, and I'm like, what if I did a comparison video comparing like each stage in Ocarina? Someone's already done it, by the way, but like I was gonna just do a new one because a lot of the ideas I have are videos people have made 5 years ago, but I figure that like if it's me searching for these videos, I'm gonna want to see the newest ones. And so I figure if like I'm making new N64 retrospectives and new Ocarina of Time like videos, I know there's a lot of Zelda YouTubers out there already, but I feel like I can offer like a uniquely fun video experience for people. Blue says the mask salesman in Majora's Mask has the Mario mask and his sprite after you beat the 3DS version. Yes, I'm pretty sure you are correct. Like, is his sprite on the how does it work? His sprite is in the castle, right? Like it's on the bricks, Mario's face, I think. I usually get the bottle, but I don't even need the bottle. We're about to get another bottle. But yeah, I think you're right, Blue. Like the mask sprite does shift something different later on in Majora on the original. I don't know if it does it like that on the. You love watching comparison videos that make you lean toward the original. Yeah, I was thinking if I did a really sharp comparison video, would that be cool? Like the video I just did, I put a lot of VHS footage in there, like a lot of old VHS tape, and it gave it like a nice like retro 90s look. But this new one, if I do a comparison video, I'll have to have like really sharp, my editing will have to be real sharp, and which I know now I know how to do editing. Like I actually went through like a trial by fire last week and just taught myself how to fucking edit videos like the way I want to, and I feel like I can make the video really any way I want now with CapCut. I feel like my options are pretty wide open now. I know how to get the results I want, I should say, out of that program. So now I can just brainstorm my next video, write the script, and all the clips I need, I just pull them straight off of YouTube. I just download the videos straight onto my hard drive, and then, you know, a lot of the audio that I used in my last video I got from YouTube videos. I just extracted the audio, and that's how I was able to get game soundtrack music. And oh, you did. You did. Okay, awesome. So you posted that already. You got your 100% GoldenEye video up. Fuck yeah. Awesome. Say what? Dude, hey Blue. Blue, I have a GoldenEye question since you 100%ed GoldenEye, dude. On stage number 2 on the facility, right? I don't understand, like I never can get past level 2. I used to beat it when I was a kid, but like, you know how you go into the scientist area and there's all the scientists and they're at computers. Anyway, you finally make it to the back of the stage in stage 2, and there's the alarm going off, and you have the landmines, and you end up in a room with all the gas and Trevlin. Alex Trevlin's in there. Well, I never can figure out what to do with the mines. I always end up gassing myself or killing myself in level 2. I can never beat it. Lovebug says, what's the one game I could speed run? Blue says he's now ready to cover multiplayer mode. Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, I need to learn how to get past stage 2 in GoldenEye. It pisses me off because I used to be able to, you know, I was really good at that game when I was young, and now I can't even beat like the second stage in it. But as to your question, Lovebug, what game do I think I could speed run? I mean, it would have to be like an earlier, probably a 2D game like Mario 1 or Mario 3 maybe. I don't know, Mario 3 would be pretty hard to speed run, but if it was this game, glitchless. If we're talking like not using glitches and all that, because once you throw glitches in the mix, it's like a whole different, it's not even the same type of experience. I don't know anything about glitching or glitches, how to glitch the game out, so but it's like a straight playthrough. I could probably speedrun Ocarina, like for just like a normal beat the game Of course, this maneuver is like, you know, people wonder if this is a real thing, if this really speeds you up, and it does slightly. But yeah, it'd have to be this game, because this is the game I'm the most familiar with of any video game, is Ocarina. So you think glitch runs suck? Yeah, I mean, like, it's cool if you know how to like cheat a game and like break it open and get to the part you're not supposed to, but it's like you're not really playing the game within the game's framework. Like, it's more interesting if you play by the game's rules and beat it, because that's the whole point, is like the game creates a set of rules for you. I gotta go talk to Saria real quick. Gotta do the Enchanted Forest maze. I memorized the Lost Woods long ago. Right, left, straight, left, right. I still think it's fun to just like run around in this game, though. I mean, Hyrule Field is barren by today's standards, but it doesn't really. I just enjoy like the scenery. I think the 3DS version is definitely funner to walk around in. But I love, like, I'm a big fan of like the N64 limitations, like the straight line, jagged pools of water, you know, the two-dimensional staircases. Okay, oh, Blue's gonna tell me how to beat this. Oh my god, thank you. Alright, let's see. After you meet Alec Trevelyan and James Bond says for England, right, aka completing Objective C, make sure he's farther away from the gas fuel and then use the mines. Far away from the fuels. Okay. Dude. Yeah, cause dude, Blue, like, I swear, man, I haven't tried that hard, and I need to pull up a strategy guide, but the last couple times, and I'm talking maybe 10, 15 times, I booted up GoldenEye, I get to stage 2, and I'm playing on, you know, whatever, agent mode, like, I'm not playing on hard or anything, but I can get to the end, I just never can finish the objective. I always fail, you know, like you're saying right now, I always fail that objective. So you're telling me I need to keep Trevelyan, I need to do I lure him away from the mines, or do I just wait till he walks away? But man, thank you so much. Like that alone probably will. I can probably finally get somewhere. I have 007 on Xbox Live Arcade, XBLA. I actually have Banjo-Tooie, and GoldenEye 007 on Xbox Live, and it's got like the updated textures. They're hideous. The original looks way better. Right, left, right, left. Don't let the owl trip me up. Let's see, it's Xbox. It's called Xenia. I'll show you real quick. It's called Xenophobia. Sorry, I lost my Streamlabs window. Okay, so it's a really like bare bones program, guys, right? So you look in this folder, I got a file called GoldenEye007.xbla. I don't even think it booted that up just now. I think it like Oh, because it was a zip file. It didn't like it. Hold on. Xenia. It's a weird little app. It doesn't really. I mean, not weird. It's got no options. Like I don't even know. You can't even control it. Like change the controller options. Let's see. GoldenEye 007, Xbox Live Arcade. Okay, that one opened. Sorry, I don't mean to I'm gonna X this out. But yeah, you see that's Xbox Live Arcade running. Big furry corn folder. Hold on, let me show them to you. Andy. Right, guys. Lovebug. Hey, Lovebug. Here's Randy. I don't know if you can see right now, but look, he's like almost 20 pounds now, bro. He's getting big. He's been so good today. He's really being good. He's kind of tired. I gave him some Benadryl yesterday. Or y'all had to let Randy go potty. And we're saying Inkling Manual says hello. Hey Inkling Manual, what's up? How are you? Right, left. Blue says, long before meeting you, I did both. Left, right. So you said you did both Banjo and Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie on Project 64, and you'll soon do the multiplayer mode in the latter of the two games, as the former doesn't have a multiplayer mode. Oh, right, Banjo-Kazooie doesn't have multiplayer, but Tooie does. On XBLA. I mean, I'm sorry, on Project 64. I wanted the Xbox Live version. I would rather play the Nintendo version, but I wanted a version that come on, Wolfie. Damn it. Yeah, man, Project 64 used to be my go-to for everything. They used to be my main 64 emulator. I switched to Mupen a while back. I used to think Mupen looked terrible, and now I realize that Mupen looked good a while ago. I just didn't think it looked good at the time, because I had different standards. I used to have different standards for what makes an N64 game look good. For example, this is something I'm going to show off on the stream at one point, or on a video at one point. But like I have Zelda 64 decompiled on this PC, right? And it's a perfect decomp port of Majora's Mask. You can change the graphics mode to down sample, up sample, and it makes everything look a little bit pixelated, but it makes all the textures match. All the 2D and 3D textures match each other. But if you just crank the resolution really high up, this thing happens in N64 games where you can turn the resolution up really high and the textures look real sharp, or the polygons look crisp, the textures look like ass. And so you have like super crisp character outlines, but super ass looking textures. I never played Nuts and Bolts either. Yeah, I've seen video of Nuts and Bolts, and it looks like the Banjo game that needed to come out after the N64 ones. It was like, you know, like I think Banjo-Kazooie fans, that's like their ultimate dream, is to have like a modern, you know, maybe like the Mario Odyssey equivalent of Banjo-Kazooie or Tooie, like that game getting the same type of treatment as Mario Odyssey, I think, is what the fans would like to see. Yeah, I agree, Lovebug. Like, Unreal. I mean, do you guys know that I'm sure you're aware of like the Ocarina. There's an Ocarina Unreal. You know, like a OOT 4K looking demo. It's been out forever. It came out like 7 years ago. But did you know that the person who made that demo is essentially just making like a 3D video of Ocarina of Time, of like a really high res Unreal Engine based playthrough of OOT, and it's not a real game. It's really just them doing graphic design and creating the illusion that a game's being made. But that Ocarina Unreal 4K isn't a real game. Like, it doesn't really exist. It only exists in the sense that someone's depicting it with 3D graphics and Unreal Engine, but there's no game. Like, there's no functional version of that you can play. It's always been just like, that guy's been showing what it would look like if you made an Unreal Engine version of Ocarina, but he led everybody on for years and years and made it seem like Unreal 4K Ocarina was in development and he was working on it. And the truth is that if he was, Nintendo would shut that shit down in a heartbeat. And so but my point is, though, that Unreal, like, we're talking about Unreal games looking like ass, but some of them aren't even real. They're just fake, like outright fakery. Blue said, much less how I played ukulele. It looks ass, Lovebug said. Did you think Banjo Nuts and Bolts looks ass? I thought it looked pretty good, but I could be... No, yeah, from what I remember thinking, Nuts and Bolts looked fine to me. Thought it looked pretty decent. But yeah, like, so, but earlier, my point about Majora's Mask and like the quality of the textures, like, you guys notice how it looks real even, because like all the 3D objects and 2D objects kind of blend together. But when they crank up an N64 game, crank the resolution up to 4K, polygons look super sharp, but the textures look so bad, and so it's like you can't just crank an N64 game resolution up. It doesn't work. You have to treat it in its original context, how it would have looked on its original system, I think. Like the bottom of my toilet. yeah, and so, and on Majora's Mask, the version I have, the decomp version, you can switch back and forth between the two graphical processing effects. Like, you can tell it render the game at just high res, or you can tell it it does 4x downsampling and 2x upsampling, so it downsamples a lot of the 2D textures, and then like once it downsamples them, it re-upsamples them, because for whatever reason, down then upsampling is the best way to treat these older blurry textures. It's just like the nature of the processing is the most generous when you do it to like a blurry texture. It makes the most sense to down upsample. But what you end up with is like a pretty clean looking yet pixelated texture, but it looks so much more like when you're viewing these recompilations on a modern screen, having that pixelated effect blends all the 3D and 2D elements together and makes the game look more natural, like it would have on the N64, or makes it look like it would have on a proper CRT. Because a lot of these games, the fact that they're meant to run on a CRT, like, it's hard to make them look good unless you do extensive like reworking of the textures, or you know, like a crazy amount of work goes into doing these textures. And so most people, when they're trying to polish up an N64 game with an emulator, there's different techniques to make it look good, but just cranking the resolution makes all the 2D elements look like shit. Alright, let's play something for him to dance to. Can you do the... I did it for you. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I earned your subscription today, Lovebug. I'm gonna clip some of this stream and put it as a short on YouTube and TikTok and stuff, alright? I hope you're cool with that, Lovebug. You might be in a short if I can clip it. Because I'm kind of learning what to do from other bigger YouTubers. I'm seeing what they do, how they promote themselves in their own stream and stuff. I used to spend so much time down here, and like now I just run directly to the next like item or checkpoint I need just to progress the game. I don't read any of the text or anything. So Lovebug, what do you do? Are you in school still, or do you work? Are you oh, Lovebug says, are you dual streaming? No, so I would, like, I tried to stream to Twitch the other day, but I have a Twitch account. I can stream on Twitch, but it's like, I didn't get any viewers. I streamed for like 30 minutes, and like, literally nobody joined, but I was, you know, I don't have any like presence on Twitch at all. So the only way people would even know I'm streaming is if they searched the game I'm playing. Or if I type some clever like hashtags in the description. That's why like my descriptions have like weird hashtags and stuff, because I'm trying to game the algorithm, obviously, but I'm hopefully making the title not obnoxious, but I'm still trying to like game the algorithm but make my title fair to my viewers as well. Said you're the opposite. I play Resident Evil 2 and I still read every file on... Well, you know, it's different if you're playing a game like that. I think Resident Evil is like required reading. It's like, you know, a lot of that game is text. And I think it's like for Ocarina, it's like there's not really much of a story anyway. And so I already don't pay much attention to the story in this game to begin with. But once I'm like, once I just know what to do already, I pay zero attention to any of the dialogue. Just what gets me to the next point. But hashtag OnlyFans, hashtag gamer, Buff Daddy, hashtag P Diddy Island, hashtag walkthrough. I need to put like fucking like Epstein Island or some crazy shit as a. I've been putting Switch 2 as a and like what I'm saying is that like I'm doing a pre-game show, like a Switch, like, hey, you know how you tailgate for football and shit, and you like sit in the back of a truck and get hammered and grill food? Well, that's the same kind of deal for pre-gaming for the Switch, except we just do it on the stream. But it's tailgating for the Switch too, though, because people do that shit for their sports team, and they'll sit around and camp out and grill hot dogs in their car in like 30-degree weather. It's kind of awesome. I actually admire it. I haven't watched any sports in a few years. I kind of miss basketball. Ah, shit. Jackets ball. Uh-oh, I misaimed it. That'll work. Did you know that once you can get the bomb bag, you can immediately do Jabu Jabu's belly and... Oh yeah, dude. Dude, I think I did. No. I think I was aware of that, yes. Like you said, you did it accidentally. Accidentally. You did it. Yeah, no, you're right though. You can totally like you can get the bomb bag and leave this dungeon and go beat Jabu. Yeah, for sure. And then come back here and beat Dodongo. Absolutely. Yeah, you can do these out of order, most def. I guess because it's only 3 of them, it's like I never really like thought much of it, you know? It's always like the adult dungeons are always like the main event in this game, right? But Lovebug says I'm a tailgate for the next Mario game. Dude, me too, Lovebug. So I think we all should like, that's what I'm doing, is tailgating for Mario Odyssey 2. Like that's my most wanted game in the world right now, is Odyssey 2. I would do an Odyssey. I'm gonna do an Odyssey retrospective, but I feel like I need to do that later once I have more videos under my belt, because there's so many people that are so good at Odyssey, and I'm not very great at it, so I gotta like do the game justice by getting better at it before I present it to the world. feel like it takes forever to get the bomb bag in this dungeon. You know what I mean? It feels like it just takes too long. Like, by the time I get the bomb bag, I'm always like, damn, I still haven't gotten it. Jesus. But it's funny that, like, when I was a kid, I thought that this game was, you know, so elaborate and large and scope, and like, it's like now that I kind of know exactly how this game works kind of on a mechanical level, it's very simplistic, and it's like you're literally just going from one checkpoint to the next and updating your quest status the whole time. But like, the characters in the game don't even really hold objects. Like, the objects just appear. I'll shoot him. Sorry, Lovebug said, but is better than Mario is missing. We need re-release before the Switch 2 comes out. Yeah, hell yeah. They should remake Mario is Missing. Dude, I rented Mario is Missing for the NES back in the day, and let me tell you, Mario is Missing pissed me off as a kid, bro. Like, when you... I can't tell you how aggravating the game Mario is Missing was, because when you're a child with an NES, all you want in the world is another Mario game. That's what you want. And I was 5 years old at the video store renting videos with my mom or who's somebody, and I get Mario is Missing because it's got Mario on the cover. Get home. Game's fucking terrible. It's not a Mario game. It sucks ass, and I'm like, what? Like, who would do this? Why is it like this? It's like an edutainment software. It's so fucking lame. Fuck, Mario is Missing. This part was an O moment when you were a kid. Oh, which part? The part where you, like, when you got to this section I'm at right here. I know, dude, I thought I was so badass, like, getting through this game. I was like, I think I was 13, right, when this came out, and I just was, I thought, once I reached this dungeon, I was like, oh my god, I've gotten so far in this game. Like, I was like, man, this game is so huge. Look how far I've gotten. Oh yeah, the two lizards, man. Yeah, they're actually, honestly, one of the tougher, one of the more challenging enemy sections in this entire game is that lizard fight, and then you have to do it again here in a minute. You fight them twice. Yeah, fuck them lizards, dude. Fucking. Can you make every Ocarina of Time enemy? Well, what do you mean, like, by make? Oh, name. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can, man. Let's see. Okay, Deku Baba. Deku Scrub. We have the, we have Keese. We have the Skulltula. You can count Skulltula as an enemy. We have the, god dang, I forgot the name of this damn spider. You have the spiders that turn purple and chase you when you're climbing a vine, and then you have the big version of them, which is the ones that drop down from the ceiling and spin around. But they're all the same basic enemy, which is like the, damn it, I'm drawing a blank on the name of the spider Zelda, but it's got a name. obviously. Fire geese. Let's see. Stalfos, Armos, is it Armos Knight? Yeah, Armos Knight, Stalfos, the mummy thing. I forgot what the mummy's called. I don't think the Octorok is in this game actually, but there's something that resembles an Octorok. Damn, you know what though? There actually is a lot of enemies in this game. The like is the slug that eats your shield and all that shit. That's one of my least favorite. The thing that you throw the bomb at, the laser, like the laser beam thing it like when you walk in front of it, it shoots a laser out of its eye. The Beamos statue. And it's the later enemies that I'm forgetting. Cocked a rock. Yeah, cock blocked a rock. Blocked her cock. Hell yeah. Fucking Michael Jordan right there. Oh, it's called a Skullwaltola. Oh, and an Octorok is in the game. Let me try to think. Where the fuck is the Octorok? I know you're right. I just can't remember where the Octorok is. There's Octorok in Majora for sure. Octorok right at the beginning of Majora in the swamp, right? But damn it, where is the Octo in this game? Ah, fuck. Come on, baby. They're dumb. Ah! As he like pummels me into the water. This bastard. He just sat there and chased me. He says you haven't thought about it in years, but hold on, I want to read your comment. Let me see. This has been a really fun stream, you guys. So like, this is fucking awesome. So glad y'all came and joined me and shit. You find an Octorok. Oh, in the forest temple, bro. Oh, you're right. God dang, dude. You know what, man? There's actually a lot more enemies than I really like. Feel like it seems like there's only like 20 or 30 enemies in this game, but there's actually a lot more. There's probably like what, 50 to 55 enemies in this stupid game. It's a lot. One of the best features of the decomp is it's right in the options menu. The ability to turn the goddamn low health heart beeps off. It's like, I don't know why they leave that in the game. It's so obnoxious. Ah, dang it. What? Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys, I gotta sit this one out. So, do you guys have plans for Thanksgiving next week? Are y'all going out of town or anything? Or is anybody celebrating and shit next week? Oh, the Lionel. One enemy, yeah, Blue says the Lionel, you're damn right the Lionel's not in this game, man. That thing sucks. That'd be fucking bad, dude. You know, it would be super sick, would be, like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom moveset in Ocarina, and you could just damage the game from like the inside out. You just, you know, you could just build a raft or like a flying bicycle and fly over to Ganon's castle, or fly 7 years into the future on a raft. Oh, and then sorry, Lovebug said Wind Waker has the best autistic mini boss. What? No, I'm just joking. I read what you said, I think. Lovebug says microwave turkey dinner for one. Hell yeah, man, make that too. I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be thinking of you. I'll be eating my microwaved Angry Man dinner, microwavable. I still buy like single dude bachelor food, like microwavable or like air fryer taquitos and shit. Jessica gets all, she's like, you buy like bachelor food. I'm like, yeah, because I don't feel like goddamn cooking. Didn't get the bombs. Get the bombs. Oh, you're gonna spend it with your paternal grandmother? That's awesome, dude. Man, that, like, dude, yes, I wish I could spend Thanksgiving with my paternal grandma. Dude, that's killer. It's so great to get to spend time with family over the holidays, man. Like that's what I cherish. I love the little times of years I get to see it. Like my dad's in town right now. He flew in and drove just to see me. Came to see me and Jessica, and he took us out to it. We went to a hibachi grill, like a sushi hibachi place last night. It was fantastic. So cool. They were doing Benihana tricks at the table and preparing our food. Your grandma's gonna make lasagna. Oh man, yeah, that's my nana. My nana passed away like a while ago, but she's Italian and she used to make really good Italian food. But I miss her. I wish I could. She was still around. She was awesome. Is hibachi? Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, man, it's the it's like Benihana. I'm sure you've heard of Benihana, the hibachi grill, but you sit at a big giant flat top hot grill, right? And it's you and there's like another family. Like we had a whole another family sitting with us because they put on a show, so they can't really afford to have these guys performing for each individual table. This doesn't work out like that, so they perform. You really sit with strangers, and it's cool because like it's a literal show, and they're just making a show out of your meal and then throwing it on your plate. But you get so much food. I took home like an entire extra portion, one extra portion that I took home because there was just so much damn extra food. Oh, Blue. Oh, I'm sorry, Blue. You said something about forest and spirit temples. Oh, okay, let me read what you said. See. Oh, you can find an Octorok later in the forest temple. Oh yeah, no, I said, or I think I did see that you wrote that, but yeah, dude, you see, right, they're in the forest temple. You go in. Yeah, you're totally right. There is an Octorok in Ocarina. Like I didn't. It's weird when you only see him in that one place in the game, right? It's. Oh, oh, how much did it cost? I'm trying to. Man, it was like $100 for the three of us. So it was pretty expensive. It was me, my dad, and Jessica. I mean, the 100 was with a really nice tip, right? So it was probably like 70 or 75, something like that. But you know, at a restaurant, obviously you're gonna tip them, and the tip always adds like 15 to 20%. My dad usually tips way more than that though. Still a maze. The end of this dungeon is a little bit of a maze. A little amazing. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Blue. I like lost track of. Let me see what you can. Okay. After doing the forest temple, one time I did the bottom of the well, and then I did the. Oh yeah. You did the spirit temple, right? So okay, so you're saying you can also do the later dungeons out of order. You are correct, sir. Yeah, you can do spirit and shadow, whichever way you want, right? Spirit and shadow are interchangeable. I mean, or you can do them out of order. And I often do. I did the spirit first a few times, but you know, to me it always feels wrong. It's like it feels like the spirit temple just like it just feels like the last temple. So something about the desert and the fact that you're in Ganon's, like you're so close to Ganon, I think that's what makes it. Lovebug says, do you tip at fast food? I do if I can, if I have it to spare, like, and I've worked in a lot of restaurants myself, so believe me, I know how it is, and it really sucks, like it's really unfair, but fast food workers do not get tipped, and they work just as hard as non-fast food workers, but the truth is most of society just doesn't tip fast food, and like even it's not a like they should be tipped just like anybody else, but it's so I will tip fast food workers if possible, but like honestly I usually don't because it's not a cultural norm. But if it was, I would. It's just like I just use a debit card and pay for my stuff, and usually I don't have cash on me anymore, so. And Blue says, as long as you have the right equipment, you can do this game's dungeons out of order. Yeah, right, you need the, like the Lens of Truth. I think, right? You can acquire the Lens of Truth and then, and do the Shadow Temple. 'Cause what do you do, like, I mean, I'm sorry, the Spirit Temple, what do you get there? You get the Mirror Shield. And you already have the hover boots, or you get the hover boots in the Shadow Temple. It's all a big mess. Confusing mess. Okay, I'm gonna drop this bomb on the floor and start the dinosaur fight. This infernal dinosaur we're about to tackle. And I gotta pee. Hold on. Walk away from. Oh shit. Fuck. Oh no, I don't think I've ever gotten hit by Dongo before, but I was trying to pee as fast as I possibly could, but I've been drinking too much coffee today, so I've had to pee like 8 times. So I apologize for taking so many pee breaks. Because I can pretty much mash this guy down to a science. See this, guys? Like, watch 1, 2, 3. Then you pull out your sword, do a jump attack on him, get out of the way, and roll underneath him. Oh. Real gamers wear diapers. Man, real men wear diapers. I mean, gamers, you know, gamers just a subset of that, but yeah. So Lovebug, did you watch my N64 video? Did you know that I released an actual produced content? I guess you probably already did. Blue, oh, you saw it, right? I hope you guys are aware, like, if you click on my videos tab, my N64 retrospective is live. I'm sure y'all have already seen it, me talk about it, but just in case y'all didn't know, I am making real content now. Okay, good, you saw it. Diapers, it depends. I think I probably should just do an Ocarina retrospective next, because it's clearly the game I'm the most infatuated with. I wanted to do Pokemon, but I just feel like I need to... I have other things I have to, like, talk about first. Diapers. So it depends. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, Lovebug. So you watched the final upload though, right? Because what happened was I uploaded it that first night, and you watched it, and it was alright. Like, the video was decent, but I went back, completely re-edited the audio, and tried to make the music really good. And I think I succeeded, because I had people asking me for the tracks, the soundtrack for the video. But the final version came out way better, because I actually spent like a whole day just sitting there making the audio proper. Oh, Blue, dude, I can't... I hate to admit this, but I couldn't beat the Wind Waker, man. I know, I tried, and I just wasn't... I don't think I was feeling it that day. I tried, and I was just like, fuck, I have to come back to this. But no, I still have not beat Wind Waker, man. I'm at the Ganon fight. I just, like, it's like Shadow Ganon kept smashing me, and I need to go back and collect fairies and stock up, because I keep entering the fight with no health. You know what I'm really excited for, guys, is like, you know how I've talked about the decompilations? They're about to be out for everything. So like, we're about to have proper decomps of Star Fox. It's already out there, but some programmer that knows what they're doing has to put it into a package for us, so that us, like, non-programmers can have an easy way to run it all the time. Because as it is, you can run this stuff on your PC, but you have to have some pretty advanced technical knowledge to really do it. So you have to know, you know, you have to be in Linux and be running command lines and all that stuff. But fairly soon, we're gonna have like legit, really high functioning versions of like every great N64 game, and they'll do GameCube eventually, where we won't be playing ROMs anymore. We'll be playing like native ports of all the GameCube games. That beautiful sunset. Best Ocarina Girls, Cuckoo Woman. Yeah. Oh yeah, most def. Yeah, she could probably get it first, I would say. What'd you say about A Link to the Past, Blue? What'd you say? I'm sorry I keep missing your comments, man. Like, I don't know why. Oh no, you said as far as I know, neither Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom are linear. Wait, Link, where'd you say ALTP? Oh, I remember in my 100% playthrough of Link to the Past, I did the dungeons out of order, and you saved the Ice Palace for last. Bruh, I think Link to the Past is the hardest Zelda game. I beat Link to the Past when I was young, but I remember even when I was like a hardcore youngster, like, and I had all the time in the world to do this shit, I remember Link to the Past was like, God damn, this game is hard. That last dungeon in Link to the Past is fucking, like, without a guide. Fucking tough. Zelda 2. I have never played Zelda 2. I've never turned it on. I've just seen so many people play it. I'm just like, man, this game's gonna be hard. But I feel like I grew up with NES, so like I'm not necessarily intimidated by any NES games, but Zelda 2 looks like a fucking pain in the ass. I think I've grown into like a comfort zone with games lately where like I only want to play like certain versions of certain games. They're comfortable. Got the cane of Samaria first. Oh shit. So you did Ice Palace last out of necessity, right? Because you didn't have the, I don't even remember, what is the cane of Samaria used for? Yeah. No, I have a bunch of different vapes, but some of them are out of juice. Don't work. Yeah, one time for the place. I do bees hitting it. My favorite one is this one. It tastes like, it's called Pink Sour Straws, and it tastes like kind of sour candy, but it's really good. It's a little intense at first, but then you like it. Oh, in the GBA version of A Link to the Past, they fixed one of the Ice Palace's rooms so that you could not break the dungeon. Yeah, that makes sense, man. Like, I was gonna play the GBA version. I like the graphics on it. I always think GBA graphics look better than Super Nintendo because I feel like the devs, they're making Super Nintendo style graphics, but they know they're a little bit better at it by the time it's GBA. And so I feel like GBA games always look great, but they don't sound good because of the fucking sound chip on the Game Boy. It sounds bad. And so it's like you got this great looking updated graphical 2D sprite based game with shitty audio. Cane of Somaria makes a platform or a block magically appear. And then Lovebug says Japan always has crazy stuff. If you had to pick one, yeah, like right now I got vanilla bean tobacco, right? There's so many fire ass fantastic flavors though. There's like all these custards and dessert flavors that I like. There's lava burst is like mango and some other shit. There's so much shit out there, dude. You know that if you don't continuously move, but you hit the up button, like up, 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 and don't continuously move, the spider will not grab you. Mayonnaise, tuna, or ketchup? Man, okay. Wait, you're talking about on tuna? Do I use mayonnaise or ketchup on tuna? Mayo. I'll have you know that I will not do the GBA versions of Link to the Past or DKC Trilogy. Is that a fact, Blue? Is that so? So you are adamantly against the GBA versions. Any particular reason why, Blue? Is there a... Do you have a reason? Or you just biased against the Game Boy? You're just a hater. You just hate the Game Boy. What in particular do you fucking hate about Donkey Kong on the GBA, man? Because I already know, I'm a big fan of that, the Geek Critique. I watch his videos. He goes real in depth on Donkey Kong. I fucking love it. TGC, the Geek Critique. I feel like as I continue to make videos, I'm gonna like find my voice, and I want to be like channels that I really admire, like the Geek Critique. You know, I want to, but like it'll be fun to continue like making uploads and getting better at each one. Cause like my first video I just dropped, like I'm proud of it and everything, but I know already I'm like, all right, I can do way better. You know, so it's like now it's gonna be a challenge for me to pursue it, and if I put all my effort into something, I can usually get some good results out of it. So you guys will get to witness our rise on YouTube. Blue says because the original. Okay, this is Blue's reason for why the fucking Donkey Kong on Game Boy and What else are we talking about? Link to the Past on Game Boy. Both of these versions suck, right? Okay. Oh, what up, Bad Manners? Thank you, dude. I appreciate it, man. It's good to see you. Okay, so Blue, you're saying because the original SNES graphics and music are just generally better, and I don't have a better... Now, I figured, like... There's something about the Donkey Kongs on Game Boy Advance, like they look fine, but they look kind of fucked up. Like they're difficult on the eyes, and it's because of the way that they portray the colors on Game Boy Advance. Like they sort of botched it, or they didn't botch it, but they had to shift the colors for the Game Boy screen it was on. So when you're playing it on an emulator now, it looks like the colors look a little bizarre and tacky. And like you're saying, the original, the SNES graphics and sound are just so much better. But I feel like if you were like a, you know, had a Game Boy Advance back in the day, which I did, but I never had the Donkey Kong games. But if you had that, it would have been pretty sick to have Donkey Kong like on the go and shit. So I wouldn't have been mad about it, but it's like real clear now that the SNES versions are better. Oh, the controls. Yeah. The controls on the original are better. You're right. Right, because the Game Boy Advance is also limited. It has a limited control layout, so you were working with like what? I mean, you had 4 buttons on the GBA, so it wasn't terrible, but you had 2 less than Super Nintendo. which was already, you were already off to like a bad start with the 2-button layout on the Game Boy. I love the continuously flying feathers. Hell yeah. Oh no, I lost the chickens. I think what I'm gonna have to do, y'all, is do an Ocarina retrospective so I can put this game to bed, because it's like, you know how you get sick of your favorite game? It's like some days I boot Ocarina up and I'm like, I don't feel like playing this shit today. But then some days I start another game and then I'm like, I want to go back to Ocarina. It's like a comfort thing. I feel like I need to make a badass video stating my love for it and then drop it. Like move on to like something new. It's either gonna be Mario Odyssey or Ocarina or Pokemon. Just don't know. I figure if it's a game that I'm not really that experienced with, that I can still make a video about it. I just approach it from the standpoint of somebody who's new to it. And then the video is more about discovery than about like mastery, knowing everything. It's about observing what you see as a normal player. And one of my very favorite YouTube videos out there is from Josh Strife Hayes. It's called Pokemon Red or Blue, Was It Good? And it's just a straight up, basically like a retrospective essay on Pokemon Red and Blue. But it's the way that he pulls you through the story that makes it like riveting, and it's fun from start to finish. Like there's not a dull moment. Those are the kind of videos I want to make, like the 45-minute banger. It's just fun to watch. Mario Galaxy. I've played a little bit of Galaxy. Only on the 3DS, or I'm sorry, only on the Switch. You can roll with the stick in the water and it won't go out. Ah, shit. I forgot about that one. Wait a minute. One, 2, 3. I have to get all these easy part pieces. Increase my life meter just a tiny bit. It helps out a lot actually in the early game. Why does water in N64 game? I don't know. Like, man, I used like a lot of Wave Race footage in my, not footage, but I used a lot of Wave Race music in that last video, because Wave Race, there's something about that game in general. Like, people got videos about the water in that game. I don't know. I don't know. There's something about N64 graphics in general. Like, I think it's like there's something appealing to me about projects that are made when they haven't mastered this stuff yet. They were still figuring it out. I kind of admire like the I admire like how hard they had to try to make this work. They really did upgrade it really nicely in this version, because the original still looks great too. But gotta get the scale. Scale. Ah. You know what it is, Lovebug? It's the music. Like, the way they make that water so appealing is really the music that they're playing. It doesn't seem like it at first, but it's the same with Wave Race. It's the way that they mix the music together with the water. Zora. Zora probably tastes like red snapper, maybe. Rainbow trout. Yeah, it probably tastes like Atlantic cod or something, you know, something like that. Or, you know, Pacific crab meat. The water levels usually suck, but the music is always on point. Yeah, it's like, it's not really that fun to wade through the water and all this stuff, but yeah, they really do, like, they just nail the music, man. Like, that's one thing I've really kind of discovered since digging more into these games is like, we don't even think about the music, how like it's pretty much just an automatic that Nintendo has fantastic music in all their games. We don't think about like the fact that they have like an in-house composer or several people that are like basically geniuses. Like Koji Kondo made the soundtrack for this game and Wave Race and Star Fox. Like it was Koji Kondo is like the man behind all these games. I gotta talk to him. Talk to the king. Another letter. This is the second message in a bottle I've had to pull out in the 2 dungeons. Crazy. I was able to take an entire pee, and I had my AirPods in. I can hear him going weep, weep, and I'm like, damn, this motherfucker's still moving. I was in there for like a minute. Oh god dang it! I gotta get a fish. But yeah, Blue said, oh, I'm sorry, Blue, let me read your comment you just said. It would take a lot of hard work for me to do this, but sometimes I wish I could get 2 DS systems, connect all 5 games to connect to Battle Revolution, Pokemon Diamond Pearl, Platinum Heart, Gold, Soul Silver. So you're talking about connecting your DS games and linking all those different sets of Pokemon together. What would you do? Like make a super team? Perfect. What's the name of it? My dad was messaging me saying there's an Italian restaurant he wants to go to. Back then I didn't even know how to evolve Happiny into Chansey. I don't even know, like I only know about the evolution of Chansey in Gen 1. I don't even know, I never heard of Happiny. Is that a pre-evolution or a pre-evolved form of Chansey? Because what I would like to do is take some of my Gen 1 Pokemon with me into Gen 2. If I wanted to play, what is it? Pokemon Crystal Legacy. That ROM hack I was telling you about. It's basically just an upgraded, modernized, rosterized version of Pokemon Crystal. But I also love, so what would you say is better? Pokemon Fire Red or Red? Like, do you think Fire Red is it superior all around? Lovebug said Charizard, Wartortle, Haunter, Scyther, Muck, and Aerodactyl. Those are all badass Pokemon. Wartortle is sick. Girl's gonna jump down the tube. He's kind of an asshole in this game, Ruto. Oh no! I better save her. Okay, you said Happiny Sinnoh is in the Sinnoh region, evolves into Chansey, which is in Kanto, which in turn evolves again into Blissey. Oh, I got you. Okay. I see what you're saying. So this basically Chansey, it's only Chansey in Gen 1. It's only... Okay. I see, I know what you mean though, Blue. You're saying like, yeah, those different regions mean that evolution, but you have to be in that specific region. Got her. Aw, trying to get the Skulltula. Ah, come on, Link. He won't crawl. He wouldn't climb up. What a little twat Link is being today. Link's a twat burger. Nah, I guess Rudo was the real twat burger. Fucking Princess. Such an asshole. He's like, sit down and carry me. It's like, but Princess Ruto, I'm trying to save Hyrule. She's like, I don't care. Carry me. Like, but I'm trying to save your kingdom and your people. So I don't give a fuck. Give me a mustache ride, Link. Anki, he said, Jabu Jabu sperm cell boss fight. Dude, Lovebug, you have the funniest fucking one-liners, okay? Blue said Mankey has a new final form and Galar Primate evolves into an Annihilate. Oh no, goddamn, no, drop Rudo, fuck. Damn, so Mankey has a new final evolution, and that's crazy, bro. Like I mean, I knew there was a lot of that shit I didn't know about the evolutions and pre-evolutions and all that kind of stuff. I wonder if I'm just like, I just stick to Gen 1 because I don't want to learn all the new stuff. I'm sure there's really sick Pokemon in Johto that I just don't know about yet. He's like, you should take responsibility. Oh, breeding Pokemon in Scarlet Violet works differently than previous games. So Blue, are you a fan of any of the 3D games? Like, if you had to recommend one of the modern Pokemon games, like say anything that came out on the Switch that's for the Switch, what would you say is the best 3D Pokemon game of all the, like, Let's Go Eevee or Scarlet and Violet or BD Brilliant Diamond? Like I know the names because I'll watch a lot of Pokemon on YouTube, but I only play Gen 1 or Fire Red and Fire Green. Got her. That switch. Okay, don't drop the princess this time. Avoid the oh, there's an Octorok too. We were talking about where the Octoroks are. Fuck, there's one in this. I didn't even remember about him. What about the I'm trying to think, man, like, do they mix the enemies up? What's the hardest enemy in this game? The knight, something knight. The one in the spirit temple that, like, you hit his armor off and he fucks you up. Oh yeah. This used to confuse me when I was young. That fucking enemy right there, what is that damn thing called? Like, Blue said, I even own every core series Pokemon game for the Switch to date. But, oh wait, Lovebug said, don't forget Gigantamax Evolution and region variant versions and gender swap versions. And then you said, I own, let's see, I own every core series Pokemon game for the Switch, but I recommend Sword and Shield. That's what I heard. Okay, Sword and Shield, that's right. Those are the ones I forgot. Yeah, man, awesome. Okay. And then Lovebug says skeletons are hardest because you fight them in areas with pits. Oh yeah. Fuck. We lose that bitch? God damn. Gosh. Ah. I guess I can at least get the damn treasure that was in. Right. So what are your guys' plans for the rest of the night? It's Saturday. What are y'all gonna do? Go back like a boomerang. I don't really care about JoJo Siwa songs. Blue said, I'm trying to get a friend of mine to get blue sword and shield. He said he gets sword. What's the advantage of having your buddy, like, is it just like just like the old days, like there's certain Pokemon obviously you can't get in each version? Oh, at least they left her over here. Way better. Better Pokey girls. Oh, that's one thing they did for Yellow Legacy is you can be a girl. Like he put the girl sprite in off the rip, and there's hard mode. So they have a mode like built into the game that does like a Nuzlocke. And I know about Nuzlocks from Pokemon, but I have no idea what that entails. Nuzlocke. Pokemon's like a whole thing unto itself, man. Like you know how like Pokemon isn't just like another video game. It's like its own community and shit. Got its own like. But I mean, I get that it has a community, but to me, it's like Pokemon is just one of the games that I love. You know, it's like, but it's not the only game I love. Blue said he owns both. Let's go. Oh, you got both. Let's go. You got Sword, Scarlet, Scarlet and Violet physical. You own Shield, BDSP, and Legends Arceus digitally. Fuck yeah, man. Oh yeah. So Blue, you have like basically the entire Switch. You have the entire Switch library. We just did this. Yeah, we did. Making sure. Get really confused in this area. Timer. I have no idea what those games are, except it's Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah, those are, he's basically just listed all the Switch, like every like modern Pokemon game, they're all on the Switch. I think it's just, it's bizarre to me that like Game Freak, with how big Pokemon is, I know there's a lot of issues people have with Sword and Shield, but, or not them, not just Sword and Shield, but there's like, people are really vocal about like not liking the modern 3D Pokemon games, and I never knew why there was so much hate toward them online. That, I mean, I can see that they're not like the highest quality games. They could have been better. But I wonder if Game Freak is like got something really special in the works. If they're gonna come out and release like the Mario Odyssey of Pokemon or something. I appreciate the updated character, I mean enemy models that, you know, like there's so much that they've subtly updated in here, and you don't even really notice it necessarily until it's like, it's just all kind of seamless. I really love this version. You said, Blue said correction, you own Shield physically and Sword digitally. Yeah, I've got, you know, the only Switch game I'm proud to own physically, I've got Mario 3D All-Stars on, for the Switch on, you know, a copy of it. Like, that's my only claim to fame, is like, I don't, any other game I have on the Switch is like not rare or special in any way. You own Sword digitally. Good, okay. That's cool, man. Like, I'm glad you gave me the recommend for Sword and Shield, because I wanted to hear it from somebody who's really, like, plays all of them. Obviously, you've played them all, so that's why I wanted you to tell me, like, dude, you've helped me out so much today, Blue. You told me how to beat level 2 in the facility in GoldenEye, and, like, I haven't beat that in almost, it's going on, like, 30 years. So... it's fucking awesome. Some Pokemon are exclusive to Scarlet, some to Violet. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes it necessary to get both versions, which I think is cool. Like they need to always do that. I like having the two versions of Pokemon. I think one of the things that makes it interesting. It was a brilliant tactical move by them, like as far as marketing goes. Genius. Hey, we've done them all. We've cleaned up the city. That was the right hole to jump in, I guess. We have the boomerang. Skulltulas are no problem. Look at this. Easy as pie. Give me her. Let's go. When is when is Digimon time to shine? Bro, it's been Digimon time to shine. When are they gonna fucking... when's Digimon gonna get their shit together, you know? Is the question. Digimon's awesome. I always love... you gotta admire somebody that like comes in to try and capitalize on the moment. Like, Pokemon is huge, and no one saw that coming, so then all of a sudden, like 3 years later, you have like Digimon. It's the same exact concept, just like ripped off. But, I mean, it's like, it's cool, there's room for two. You know, if they have better designs, then they can compete. What's this? This enemy is called Rosie O'Donnell, I believe. I guess that's the official name. On Wikipedia, he's called Rosie O'Donnell. Oh, hold on, guys. Hey. Oh, you're all right. Would you? Are you headed home? All right. I'm streaming. I'm just playing Ocarina time. I got some people on the chat just chilling with me, kicking it. But I was gonna shut it off when you get home. Yeah. He was like, he just wants to eat. Hold on a second. I apologize for that, fellas. My girl's mad at me. Oh well, it happens. Pizza time, tell her to bring pizza home. She's mad at me, bruh. My girl is pissed because she keeps trying to prepare a meal for my dad. He came over like 2 days ago to our state to visit. And my dad is like, he does whatever he wants and I don't try to stop him. And so today he's like, let's just go out to eat tonight. But my girl's like, well, I want to cook. And I was like, well, yo, my dad just wants to go eat. So like, we're not going to cook for him. And she's like, well, I'm not throwing the meat away. God damn it. It's like, I'm telling her like, hey, you know, let's just do whatever my dad wants. Cause he's, you know, anyway, he's mad cause like he doesn't want to eat here. Like, I'm like, what do you want me to tell him? This guy always takes forever to kill. Yeah, like he just, I mean, my dad just knows what he doesn't, I don't stop him because he knows what he's doing, so I just let him sit. And he like, I don't try to make him do stuff he doesn't feel like doing, like social events or whatever. So I feel like I have to make him come over to the house and like, it's we're like 30 miles away, So that's what my girl doesn't understand, that it's really just about convenience for my dad. It's not about anything but convenience. Oh man, yeah, all right, Love Bug. Well, I gotta end the stream because I'm gonna be in trouble when my girl gets home. So, but not really, but I gotta go deal with her. So, dude, thanks for hanging out, y'all. I appreciate it. Like this has been the funnest stream I've done in weeks. Love this. Be funny if Pops just walked in with McDonald's, bro. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to tell my chick is like my dad does not feel like anything fancy, nothing. He just like wants to just do something simple and quick. But now I'm gonna have to like insist that he come over because my girl feels like cooking. Oh God. So, but hey, Lovebug, thanks for hanging out, dude. I really appreciate you, and you're awesome, Blue. Blue, you are awesome. I love Pokemon, love Zelda. You guys have kind of helped me. Y'all have helped me figure out what my video needs to be like. So thank you. Later, bro. All right.